Hello. This is every time I am alone and I'm sick. And I'm slowly getting better. Had to get my antibiotic filled. Took my daughter with me. Of course, I couldn't do anything all day. So we spent the last part of the night finding a pharmacy that stayed open past 5. And I finally found a 24-hour Walgreens that would service me. After searching for it, and the thing about Walgreens is their customer service is horrible. So I walk into the first one I don't normally go to. Well, they close the day at 5 o'clock. So they direct me to another one at this street intersection, and I go there. And she directs me to another one further on down the road, saying it's right across the street from Walmart. Well, I go, there is nothing across the street from Walmart. No Walgreens where I'm at, anyway. And it's actually past Walmart on the left, on the same side as Walmart. Just, I can't listen to anyone. It's like got to the point nobody knows what they're talking about. You can't ask anyone anything. But the funny thing is as much as they don't know what they're talking about, they really think they do. This world is getting pretty scary. Like, I don't act like I know everything. Most people think I'm stupid or I act stupid. That's because I don't like to say things if I don't think it's right. So I act stupid because I don't know. Maybe people need to act stupider. Maybe you're acting smarter than you really are. As a single mother, I drove my child in the backseat of my car, in her car seat, to 3 different Walgreens to get one antibiotic filled. Like, that's insane. All because, communication, customer service, they didn't know what they were talking about. Anyway, my daughter was sick, and her doctor prescribed some amoxicillin, and I had a great immune system and was ready to go. I vitamin C'd up, lots of orange juice, all the vitamins I could put in my body, and my daughter, she still has a cough, but she seems to be feeling better, and now I've got it. So that's what happens when you have a family. Now, if I would have added 3 or 4 more kids to the mix, we'd have been passing it around how many times. So the bigger the family, I think the worse it is. So I'm just hoping her immune system is getting stronger, and well, me, I don't know if it gets stronger at this age, but whatever. I don't know how that goes. So cheers. This is my Dayquil. I hope that doesn't promote anything. It's Dayquil. I'm sick. It's not anything for people to be upset about. The thing about being sick and being a single mother is your child doesn't understand when they're toddlers. And when they're older, it's not that they don't understand. It's that they know they can get away with more because you're sick. So my child doesn't slow down. I need you to listen to me. And she's like, no, I'm going to do whatever I want. I mean, 17 months. It's like, oh, how cute. But when you're sick and your child is running around the store, ripping stuff off the shelves, and you're trying to stop it, get back here, people don't understand. And what I really think is hilarious is like when you walk into a store, they're really supposed to be serving you. And the store associates, especially when you walk into a pharmacy because you're sick, unless you have some type of reason to pick up medication monthly or whatever. I take medication for a neurological disorder, but, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm sick. It just means I need to have it. But if you're going to a pharmacy, you're typically not dressed up in your Sunday best with your makeup on. You're sick. Who's going to walk into a pharmacy looking respectable when they don't feel respectable at all? And anyway, as a single mother, I don't really worry about my outside appearance, because the more male attention I get, the worse off it is. And anyway, it's never negative. Oh my lord, I'm one of those ones that people just sit back and talk about. It's so annoying. I don't even try. It's like, here, talk about how horrible I look and how I don't want any attention. Talk about that. But I walk into the Walgreens looking just like this, a mess. And I could see the little gleam in the store associate's eye. You know, like she was the cosmetology little checkout counter was right on the way. It went right after you walk in. You gotta walk past it, go to the pharmacy in the back. And her eyes gleamed, and she's like, "Can I help you?" And, you know, trying to be helpful, you would assume. I didn't think it looked helpful at all. I think I looked like shit. I think you, cosmetology woman, were being a smart ass. And I think you were just feeling happy to find somebody who looked shittier than you did. I mean, that's how women are. Like, oh, look at her. She looks like shit. Ha ha, I feel so good about myself. You know, it's like, okay. Just like my last blog about yeast infections and bacterial infections. And then all the women who've never been busted having a yeast infection or bacterial infection, they're like, oh, I'm so much better because I've never been busted having a yeast infection or bacterial infection. But you just didn't get caught. But anyway, I'm not going to argue the point. You know, women want to have one up on somebody else. It's so annoying. But, you know, as a single mother, I know when I was young, I did my stuff. Believe me. It's amazing how single mothers get targeted. I was targeted before I was a single mother. But, I mean, after being a single mother and being targeted, it shows you people have no conscience whatsoever. It's insane. Like, you don't care about the innocent little child that, you know, I'm raising. I don't want to say serving, but that I work for and to support. You know, you can't show respect for that. No, they can't. There's no respect left in society. I really believe that it has all kind of faded. Well, I only have 15 minutes to record this blog, and then that's 7. So I want to get on some meatier subjects, I guess. Outside of the fact that I'm sick, being a sick single mother sucks. Having people see you sick sucks. But being a single mother, you just stop taking care of yourself altogether just because you don't want that attention, because those men paying attention to you, they're not going to treat you good anyway. So basically just all the things that go along with all that, you know, not very positive. Well, I need some positive points, some positive factors of being a single mother. And one of them is occupationally, we are the bomb. You can put us next to any beautiful, young, I don't care if she's a virgin, employee, and we are going to rock the show. And they're going to sit back and, you know, be mad at you for it. Which is why single mothers don't spend the time to do their hair and makeup all the time. It's not only that they just don't have time, but, you know, we have that leadership. We have those leadership qualities. We are hardworking. We're dedicated. We're not just doing everything for ourselves. We have somebody else that we're living for. And we are some kick-ass people. And if we did our hair and makeup, oh my lord, nobody would talk to us. So we need like a single mothers, like a MILF club. But for single mothers, I have nothing against married couples. But, you know, married women think they're better than single mothers. And that's annoying. Like, oh, I can hold on to my man. I'm not stupid. I didn't fall for that. I love you. I didn't put out before I was married. And the truth is, yeah, you did put out before you were married. You just found someone dumb enough to marry your ass. So, in any case, I'm sticking up for myself and single mothers. And I'm not talking shit on people who are married. Some people are married happily and have very beautiful marriages. And that's what it should be. And that's what all single mothers want. You know, we don't want to sit back and hate on married women. But, you know, you oppress us. Women oppress each other. And that's why you got so many women, single women, you know, having affairs with married men. If women weren't so nasty, not only to each other, but, I mean, he married you. And all of a sudden you think, you know, because he married you, you don't have to do anything anymore. And whatever. So that's a cause of a lot of separations. And then us single women get a turn. Hopefully a chance at a good man. Who knows? Is any man good? I don't know. Because actually, if the sex was good, maybe she would put out more often. See, that's the thing. But why do men that are good in bed, they always end up with these women, and you can't understand it? I don't know. You can be good looking and not good in bed. You can be good in bed, and you don't always have to be good looking. Very complicated. I guess you have to prioritize what you look for in a man. What's first? He has to have a job. That's first on my list. If you don't have a job, it's not going to work out, no matter what the rest of you is like. So, that might sound horrible, but it's true. As a single mother, you have to have a job. After the job, I can deal with a messy man. Like, I can deal with that. I can clean. Yeah. If I got someone to help me supplement my income and help them take care of me, I can clean. I can cook. But I'm not the greatest cook, but I can cook. I don't mind cooking either. But, knowing how to dress, I kind of like helping a man pick out what he's going to wear. If he knows more about fashion than I do, which I've had boyfriends like that, then I start to think he's gay. You know, they call that, what do they call that? It's not, there's a word for it, I can't think of it. It might come to me later. But when a man is, like, really good with style and fashion, but he's, you know, I guess he's still straight. I don't know, there's a word for it. But, yeah, I kind of don't want a man helping me pick out my clothes. Like, I want to feel like I know what I'm talking about in that department, you know? If you ever dated a Spanish man, they do that. Not to say it's bad, but some of them, they'll be all up in your fashionista. What's next on the list? I'm just good and bad. So I said job. I think good and bad is like the second one. I like good and bad. I think third would be looks. When I was young, looks came first. But good looking guys are jerks. Yeah. So, I don't know. That's I guess. So, I guess a job, good and bad, looks. Hey, that should be easy to find, right? What about loyalty, fidelity? Yeah. As soon as a man is with a woman, you got other women trying to get his attention, and then they go around and say that their pussy is better than yours. So, this seems to be the war of Generation X. Everyone's fighting to have the best vagina. So, I guess you're not supposed to use it, and then it'll be the best. And you use it occasionally. I don't know. So, that seems to be the war. It's our bodies. We can choose to do what we want with them. But being that we're having a vagina war, single mothers may definitely be at a disadvantage in that. I'm not sure. I'll have to see how it all pans out with this urban kind of, I don't know, this street nastiness going on. It's just really unique to sit there and watch a bunch of people worry about somebody else's private parts and what they're doing with them. That's pretty interesting. So, you know, I'm going to close this out. I know this is a weird blog, but it is a diary of a single mother. And we know I'm sick, and it sucks raising a kid when you're sick. And we touched base on a little bit of what we look for in a man. That's what I look for. I know women have different lists. I don't have high expectations, but with the men I've dated in the past, I mean, you know, that's apparent how I became a single mother. Maybe we need to raise our standards a bit. Alrighty, so I hope everyone has a good night.